Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I've decided to go early because I'm just sitting here watching you talk about the weather, and I'm like, I want to say something, and then I went, I'm just going to start. Well, hello, everyone. G'day from Queensland, where it is a wonderfully hot, gross start to the day, and it is currently above Angie's maximum. And it's on its way up to about 30 degrees Celsius, which is about 85, 86 Fahrenheit, and 95% humidity. Whoop, whoop. That's what my day is. Yeah. Oh, awesome, Renee. That'll be good. Yes. I was wondering because I woke up early and I'm like, oh, I'll go into Renee's stream because I actually woke up early this morning and you weren't there. And I was like, where is she? Now it makes sense. All right, what have we got? Hello, ice rain and hail pellets. Yeah, maybe not stream while hail's happening. Hi Dawn. Hi Yana. Hey Mona. Mona. All right. So yeah, I can imagine that an ice storm would do that. All right, so what we're working on today is another Monja because, I was explaining her to Toe Man and I was like, she's like my colouring crush. So, that's how it is. We have crushes on things and she's my colouring crush. Hey, Alex. Hey, Shannon. Howdy. Yeah, so this is her latest Patreon page that she's doing. And I saw it and went, hello. Like seriously, haven't done a man for a while and he looks, So I'm like, okay, we're going to get in and we're going to do Herleif. Okay, so the Viking warrior. And she's actually doing this on Patreon. And when I went to print this out, I realized that she's actually using the same paper as I am, but a different color. So I'm using the Fabriano toned in C. She's using the Fabriano toned in clay. So there you go. But we know Monja. If you've seen any of Monja's work, it's bound to be some glorious color of a magic. I'm just going to look like a poor comparison, but we will have fun at the same time. All right. Okay. So I'm going to be using Lumis and Lightfast because he doesn't deserve anything but the best because, yeah, just look at him. He's covered. Right. If he's been around long enough, right? I'm going to come in and I should start on a color and then I'll start the story. So I'm going to start with Arctic. I'm going to make an ice sheet background. I don't know how this is going to go, but this is what we're going to try for, okay? So I'm going to zoom in and we'll go for an ice sheet background. I don't know where we're going. Monja started with the Raven, so we're all, I don't know where she's taken it either, whether she's going to go marble or what, but this is where I'm going with it. So how is it color-wise? Is everyone kind of good? All right. Okay. All right. I think I'm in screen. Angie's not yelling at me. All right. Looks like I am. Okay. Yeah. So I am going to. Oh yeah, I got so much stories to tell you, Alex. Like it's just been. Man, I think sometimes I'm just like, can I just have quiet in my life at some point? That would be good. But oh, look, here I am dropping Pepsi on Herleif. That's all right, we'll make it work. He's going to be down and dirty anyway. But when I saw him, and I'm like, oh, me not thinking fur, just went, oh, he got a nice hairy back, and I'm like, only I would say that. But anyway, All right, so this is Lightfast Arctic. So this is the white that throws blue. So we're going to work with that to start with. And I'm like, of course, I'm the one that, sits there and has issues with hairy backs. And you know, it's got to be, you know, different strokes for different folks. Can I stop going from 0 to 1? No, that's just not how I roll. I'm like, I had to watch back one of my streams the other day, or one of my videos the other day for something. I was after some kind of measurement or whatever it was. And I was like, because I always watch in double speed if I'm replaying. And I'm like, I can't listen to myself in double speed. I'm thinking, slow down, woman, slow down. All right. Luckily, I'd already printed it on sand, and then I decided to change where I was going. So I've printed it on C. But now I've got a copy I can use. He is wearing a fur. Yes, he is wearing a fur. He's a Viking. But that wasn't, I'm just saying that wasn't my first train of thought, because it's me. And I'm like, hello. All right. So, Alex, my life. Oh my gosh, it just never stops. Okay. All right. So I've been on holidays. So, you know, this is our summer holidays, which is great. You know, that was all meant to be nice and relaxing and just chill, because, you know, Toeman's just moved in and we're going to just relax and enjoy it and settle. And yeah. And then I finish work and I get a thing from my real estate agent saying that the landlord's not renewing my lease. And I went, why? And he's like, oh, apparently you've got too many people and too much stuff. And I'm like, have you seen my house? Like, it's clean as and organized, and I only have 5 people living in a massive house. And so I was like, what? And, you know, anxiety comes in, and hey, Marilyn, and anxiety comes in, and so I go, well, what am I going to do? So I started looking at rentals, and then I wrote a letter to the landlord saying, what's your issue? I think you got things wrong, blah, 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 but never heard anything back. So over Christmas, I made the decision. I've been putting it off for a long time. I probably should just go buy a house. So I organized some things, pulled the bits and pieces of everything together, and basically come about with, oh, did I tell you this is Lightfast Arctic? Oh gosh, I'm doing really well. And scrounged about, pulled together enough, went to the bank, and they went, yeah, sure. And so I went and bought a house. So it's not officially mine yet. Hopefully financial settlement is this week. I need to go over this white a little bit more so I don't lose it. So yeah, so that's my jam at this point. I bought a house last week. So it's just been hectic. And you know, as you would know, most of us have got the anxiety and the mental health. The not knowing has meant that my headspace hasn't been thing. Yeah. Angie, Toeman, children, all of them. Yep, coming with me. So yeah. So I went and bought myself a Queenslander. So a Queenslander in Australian terms is kind of like, you know, those, it's not the same style, but it's got the same vibe as the southern houses that you guys have that have got like the, you know, the oh, I don't know. Angie will know what I'm talking about. She'll tell you. She'll give me the word. But it's a very specific style to Australia. the Queenslander. It's made, they were designed for the Australian climate, especially the Queensland climate, which is hot. So they're up on stumps so that the airflow can go underneath them. They have incredibly high ceilings. So my ceilings are 12 foot high. And they are just glorious. So, and they're large and open, and yeah. So I got the works moving in, and you know, as I was looking around at houses, it's finding a place that's, you know, we can have everyone. And that was the big thing too, because it was like, oh yeah, no, I've got this and I've got this, and you know, it was. And then I walked into this house and just went, nah. I knew I was going to make an offer on it before I even walked in the back door. So yeah. I think I'm insane more than anything, Alex, because the house inspector went round the other day, and you know, she's an old duck, so she's got obviously wear and tear, but he was just like, well done. And I went, thank you. I said, I needed to hear that from the building inspector. He goes, no, she's in good nick for her age. But she is, like most of us, in desperate need of a facelift inside. She's got she needs some upkeep, needs a bit of a freshen up. But it's going to be about trying to find the balance between keeping the vintage and the heritage that goes with her, and then modernising her along with it. So yeah. So that's what's been happening in my neck of the woods, because, you know, I don't just like to take it easily. Yeah, she needs a bit of Botox, just like me. I had Botox once and I regretted it instantly. I looked like I was like a stunned elf. My eyes were like, whoa, my eyebrows were permanently arched, and I'm like, yeah, no. So I decided that wasn't for me. I'll stick with my furrow that comes from my Viking Saxon heritage, from my Neanderthal days. Yeah, it'll just take time, because she took, like, I'm going to be broke for the foreseeable 5,000 years, because she took every bit of what I have to get the deposit and all the moving costs and all the stamp duties and all of that. So I'm like, yep. Forced low buy. And I'm going to say low buy because Renee wasn't streaming. I kind of decided to watch Timmy's live and saw what the new color was. And I'm like, oh yeah, I need you. I need all of you. And then apparently he's bringing out the rest of the watercolor pencils. So yeah, so that's kind of where I've been going with my life at the moment. How's everyone else after I've told you my lovely story? Renee's in the middle of an ice storm, and while I'm colouring ice, I'm sure she's pleased with that. So she's super happy with the idea of me colouring ice, baby. All right, should tell you, this is Caran dache, turquoise blue, 171. Oh, you've got the ice storm. Well, yeah, you live just around the corner. That's right. But yeah, so she's a grand old beauty that will hopefully end up looking like magic at some point. One can only hope. So what else is going on? Ah, she got her power. Right. What's good? No, so there's good points and bad points to my new place. Bad point is I can't take my kitties with me. I can't take my kangaroos. And I'm not on the river anymore. And I'm on a main road. Good points is it's 700 meters walk to the supermarket. And Georgia, we can see Georgia's school from our window. And I could ride a bike to mine. So there are good things and not so good things about it, but you know, it's all good. Of course, no, my roos, not my cats. Of course, I can take my pets with me. No, my kangaroos, all my babies, all the kitties in the backyard. I'm like, I'm going to be a little bit sad by that. I'd have my kitties with me. I'm attached to my kitties. They become like family. No, that's it. Like, you got to try and find a house that suits like all the pets and all the people. Well, it was like, it was a mission. And then to top it all off, I was like, freaking out that I've had to buy this house because didn't want to be homeless. And in Australia, trying to find housing at the moment is really tough. Like, it's a crisis. We've got a housing crisis. And I was like, freaking out. That's probably why I decided to buy. And yeah, and I'd just done all of that, and then the real estate rings me, and the landlord had read my letter and decided to change his mind, and we could stay. And I'm like, yes, I said, too bad, fine house. So, you know. And you'll know what else happened. All right. So I walk into this house, okay, and I'll show you some pictures in a second of like the inside of the house. But I walk into this house, and before I even walk up the stairs, and I'm walking underneath it, and I see all of this antique vintage furniture, and I'm just like going to the real estate. Oh my God, look at this piece of furniture. Oh my God, look at this, blah, 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 blah. And then walk up the stairs. And all right, so now I've got Ice Blue by Caran Lumis, and it's 185. And so I'm doing that, and then we walk upstairs, and the whole house is full of antiques, right? Like the old wardrobes and the old dressing tables, and like an antiqued up bed. Like, I'm just, I literally start salivating. And the real estate goes, they'd probably let you have the furniture if you wanted. And I went, what? And I went, yes, please. And so I think they're gonna leave most of the furniture there. They're excited that they don't have to move it or get rid of it. So I picked up a whole house full of antiques as well. And I'm like, okay, okay. So I'm like, well. Yes, I don't know how this ice is going to work out because I ain't never done ice before, but you know, that's what it's all about, trying something different. We will see when it comes together. But yeah, so hopefully I've got a house full of antiques that we can in a match with my with our furniture, and hopefully go for the whole modern vintage kind of look. But the kitchen, oh my God, the kitchen is so retro. It's cool. Like, I'm going to try and keep as much of the kitchen as I can. Like, she is awesome. So what I'm colouring around at the moment is what they call the Wegweiser, which is the wayfinder or the compass. So some kind of, you know, magical symbol rune thing. But yeah. So that's kind of my world. I'll get some pictures up in a sec after I finish the ice. Instead of halfway through, remind me, and I'll show you pictures of the house instead of doing slang. Well, I'll show you a different Australian lifestyle called the Queenslander lifestyle. And I'm like, yeah. And so, you know, we go in there and it's got a new stove. So it's got a new freestanding stove top, but it's electric. And, you know, Toman and I like cooking on gas. And we're like, oh, it'll do until we, you know, do it up, blah, blah, blah. And then yesterday we're on Facebook Marketplace and this guy's getting rid of this gas freestanding stove for $20. And I went, it's $20. Just go get it. If it doesn't work, all we've wasted is a bit of fuel and $20. And we went to a part of the area we've never been before. So, you know, win-win. And so we go pick it up. That's all good. Come home, did a bit of research. $2,000 stove, Italian custom stove thing. And I'm like, you know, one little spare part for it, a leg for it, is worth more than what we paid for it. So we cleaned it up, but we've just got to go find some fittings, gas, like hose fitting and stuff, to see if it actually works. But I'm just like, of course we did, $20. And because I keep talking about cooking in a gas oven, like there's something different about cooking in a gas oven, right? But most ovens, especially now, are electric. And it's a gas oven too. And I'm like, stop it. So it's going to be so extra in my kitchen because I said we might as well keep the electric stove in there as well. So I'm going to have an electric stove as well as a gas one. Because why not? All right, now I'm coming in with Ocean Blue Dark from the Lightfast. So yeah, so the kitchen's that big that I can have 2 stoves. I'm not sad about that, just saying. I didn't look closely enough, Angie. It's a ceramic top, but I don't think it's induction, but I honestly didn't look close enough. I just went, oh, it looks serviceable, and moved on. But yeah, I don't know. I didn't look. Oh, Lightfast. See, Lumis and Lightfast, like I just treat them as best friends. And it's true because this color here, which one? Like the light aqua, right? Absolutely nothing like that in the Lumis. Okay. That's what I like about it. Like it lots. So I've been babbling on we've got ice storms with Renee and Alex. What's been going on with everybody else? How's New York State? How's Florida? What else is happening? How's the South? Oh, lots. I see. We're giving a bit of Derwent love. Are you working in Serene again today, Renee? All right. Going to come back in with the ice blue. Woo! Nice. I'm so happy you're doing a Serene. There's something about that accomplishment. I need to do another page from her. But the accomplishment of doing something from Serene is awesome. It's like the coloring marathon of pages. Makes Kirby look like a breeze. Yeah, I saw that she'd chosen. I'm like, of course she did. But she's a beautiful image. Like she's just gorgeous. And I kind of the belief that Serene only deserves good pencils. Like she's kind of like, you're doing her a discredit if you use anything other. Mind you, that could be a challenge to see what you could do with her with a set of 36 budget pencils. It could be an interesting challenge. Right. Okay. You can't do them on basics yet. But see, that's not 36. 171. So we're still going back in with turquoise blue. No. It's she's just gorgeous. She is a beautiful, beautiful thing. So yes, so I've got to go figure out how to order. Well, Angie will probably tell me how to order. She's better at that stuff than me. The whole collection of Timmy's new distress color, because it's beautiful. And then all of that. I think she probably would. I think I probably would have cried a little bit too, Renee, if you were using Serene with some. It's just like it's like she's worthy of the best. Oh. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, coming back in with light aqua now. And hopefully this is where she starts to look like ice. We'll see how we go. Oh yeah, so what about the new? Yeah. So that's it. He's bringing out the remaining 36. And I'm like, oh, I need them too, because, you know, full set syndrome. And I'm like, no, I have bought a house and I have a massive mortgage. And rates and insurance and all of the other things that suck. Well, that's it. I'm like, it's my birthday in a couple of months, and I'm like, maybe. Although my birthday from Toeman is a dishwasher. I said, you can buy me a dishwasher for my birthday. Because there's no dishwasher. And it's my most hated chore is washing dishes. So, all right. I think because I had to do it, that was my job every night growing up, was washing the dishes. So now I hate it. I hates it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of thing, Marilyn. Like, you know, I'm happy to use, I like budget pencils and using budget mediums, but there's just some things that are worthy of amazing, like, you know, the best. And yeah, Serene is definitely one of them. So how's everyone's weekend been? Right, I'm chopping off his ear here. Probably shouldn't do that. Cold. Yeah, that's what you say. That's what you say, Renee. That's all right. In the back of my mind, half of me sitting there thinking, oh, maybe I should do it with 36 like budget pencils. Yeah. Oh, Renee, that's no good. Yeah, everyone's been getting it. Like my brother said that it's just rampant at the moment. My mum and my stepdad had it not long ago. Good old Angie come down with it a few weeks ago. It's definitely doing the rounds. Yeah, my brother said the amount of people presenting at the emergency department with it, it's just crazy. His whole family, we went through his whole family too not long ago. Yeah, that's exactly it, Marilyn. It says layer me up and do all of that goodness with it. Yeah. It's like abuse me, and I love it. I will love it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing. There's like so many people. Poor old Shannon's watched. She's had it like 3 or 4 times now. It hits people so differently. That's the thing about it. Like there's so many different symptoms, and this new one's got more symptoms as well. This new strand. It's like, yeah. Yeah, I think Shannon's the what's it called? The local relevant expert. Yeah, yes, I agree. But if the paper's no good, I will print it on better paper. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm not. If I want to do something amazing, I'm not having it happen on horrible paper that's not going to allow me to do what I want. So I'll just print it on better. It's just frustrating that you've got to when you pay for it to be printed. Oh, it's such a nice color. Yeah, yep. See, getting the hard copy here is so hard. Or not hard, expensive. But I think getting anything of hers is a bit more difficult at the moment too, which is sad with all of the politics and stuff going on. You are so. That's the thing. I feel that way about Serene too. It's like I'm not worthy. I get the feeling. It's like I'm not good enough for this. All right. So I'm going to come back in with Ocean Blue. Oh. Yeah, I know, but that was like, oh. But you have that trepidation of like, oh, am I going to ruin it? And then it's like, wait up, it's just paper. And it's like me at the moment, I have hoarded so much like Timmy paper and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm like, just use it. And my Stamperia paper, man, it hurts every time I cut one of those pages. And you're like, it's just paper. It doesn't have feelings. It doesn't have a memory. And it's like, but I do. Stupidness. I know. Yeah. And then, yeah, wasting a piece of paper that costs like $2. It's like, I'm like, it's wasting more money just sitting in my cupboard. I've got to keep telling myself that. I'm like, But this will be the year of using what I have, because I can't afford to speak English. I can't afford to buy much anymore for a while until I get on top of the mortgage life. All right, a little bit of turquoise blue. Right. Bye, Dawn. Have a great day. Yeah, that's kind of it. It's like, apparently, being naked around people other than the ones that for some reason, but then, the hubby might not mind, but then he's like, I get ideas. You're naked. Hello. And you're like, I'm not naked because I want to be. I'm naked because I feel like poo. Go away. But it's like, hello, you're naked. I can't resist the nakedness. All right. No, Heather, hello. But what I need, we went there last night because, I had to drop Georgia off at work. And we're like, we know it's on a main road and it's busy during the day. And I was like, well, it's, 6 o'clock, 6:30 on a Saturday night. What's it like then? So we just went and parked in front of the house and turned the windows down and put the windows down in the car. And you could still hear birds. And both Angie and Toeman are gardeners, and I've got a big empty lawn. So hopefully birds will return, and just won't have my kangaroos. But hopefully the birds will come. We'll put in some bird baths and some things to bring them, and that will hopefully continue that. But they won't be exactly the same as here, just because of the traffic noise. The traffic noise is going to take over, because I probably won't be able to have my window open during streams because it'll just be traffic. Although early Sunday morning, I probably could get away with it. It just won't be the serenity that we have here. And that's it. And I sit there and I go, I was privileged and I was blessed that I got to enjoy this for 2 years. And I will always remember that, but it's not mine. And I've got to keep saying, yeah, that's exactly it. I'm going to be like, Kevin Costner. If I build it, they will come. And we all love birds. So I do think that it will, there will be the encouragement to bring the birds anyway, and the butterfly mix, all of that. So we've got my block of land's big enough that in the future I can subdivide it, which is awesome. So it's a 1/4 acre block, and which means my retirement's kind of half set out. Or I can build a house for, parentals or somebody out the back and all of that at some point, who knows? But there is the potential there, which means that, the house was worth less than in reality, because I got a whole chunk of land for the price as well. So that was another reason why I bought it, was that potential. And I said to Toeman, I'm like, it's for when we all can't walk up the stairs anymore. We can build a flat house out the back, and live there. Yeah. So, no, it's too big to build a granny flat on. If I build a granny flat, I won't be able to subdivide. You've got to, there's certain covenants rules that you've got to have to meet for it to be a separate dwelling, like a separate land lot. So it can't be a granny flat. But I've got enough room on the front block to build a granny. The yard's huge. And there's already a little garage on there that we're looking at. We're going to eventually repair and renovate for Angie to have her own space. So that's in the plans as well, because when I'm looking for that somewhere where eventually, you know, Angie has her space, but still in my life. But yeah. So that was a big part of the selling factor as well, was that we can do that. Because right next to where the little garage is, it leads right into where there's already a downstairs toilet. So that's easily extended out to an ensuite and a kitchen. And so, yeah, so it was all about meeting all of those little, you know, idiosyncrasies I need for my particular family dynamics, you know. So I was really pleased that she kind of come along. All right. Then I'm going to come in back in with Arctic. I'm going to run this over now. I'm going to turn her, actually. I'm going to go from a different direction. Okay. Oh, well, there was that thing, Angie. It was everywhere we were going. I'm like, I can't see how we can get an Angie comfortable here. And, you know, that's it. Like, you know, Em, I'm not so worried about. She'll be moving out in the next year or so. Georgia's going off to uni in a few years. But, you know, all going right, you're like a permanent fixture of my life. So it needs to fit. I don't know. No. Yeah. Yeah, and that's it. And that's what I kind of thought was like, you know, we end up building, if we have to build the house earlier for one of the parents or something, it's possible. And, you know, if we have to build a house for the parents, it's going to be small and low level anyway, because that's why they'd be moving down. Thank you, Renee. And then, you know, rent out or sell off the big house at the front, whatever it may be in the future. But I was like, cool, that's my retirement plan organised. Excellent. Thank you. Melissa, hello, you wanted to talk to me. Yay. I like it when people want to talk to me. I don't know why you'd want to talk to me, but yay. And it was colouring with Copics. Well, oh, actually, okay. Thank you for reminding me, Melissa. If anyone wants to know what kind of house I just bought, watch Bluey. I didn't even think about that. Watch Bluey. That's what I bought. Just not on the hill because I can't afford, you know, Wavell Heights and stuff in Brisbane. But that is what I bought. I bought Bluey's house. Yes. That's the perfect way to describe her. Blue Merrill, yeah, you don't have children. Bluey is a children's show, but it's about Blue Healer. She's a cattle dog. an Australian blue heeler, Australian, what do you guys call it? An Australian shepherd or whatever, cattle dog. So we call them cattle dog here, by the way, or a blue heeler. Depends on, you know, where you are, because that's what they do. They go, you know, round up the cattle or heel up cattle, whatever way you want to thing. You're at the heels of the cattle, rounding them up. But yeah, so yeah, that's my house. That's what I bought. That's perfect. Bluey's house to describe my Queenslander. Yay! All right, I need to spin this one. I spun it back around too soon. All right, now I'm going to come in with Veranda Santa. Yeah, except for I need to eventually, Angie's going to be living in the sunroom, but eventually once we've got downstairs and all done for her, because the sunroom's closed up, we're going to open up the veranda again, as she should be, because she's all enclosed at the moment. But yeah, and I get because I don't have an entertaining area upstairs, so I'm like, I'm going to open back up the veranda. So I'm using Holbein soft white. Sorry. Kind of looks nearly like, you know, because I'm me. I'm like, oh, it looks like veins. You better be coming back soon, Andy. We've got to pack. I still haven't packed a box, so I keep going to. Today, maybe I might pack my first box. I'm in denial about the whole packing thing. I don't want to pack. No. It's like, no. That's it. Like, yeah. I'm just like, yes, they are sold in singles. Yeah. That one I can't answer yet because I've bought them as singles, because I bought a few to try and went, yeah, they're not for me, and didn't buy any more. Yes, they like a little bit of, they do like a little bit of pressure, but they're hard as nails and they don't smush like I like them to smush. Don't get me wrong, I could make them work, but I'm like, yeah, nah. I want to have these beauties. It's like, oh, look at them. Every time I use them, I'm reminded just how thankful I am for this community, because, you know, a good chunk of these Lumis were gifted to me by someone, and same as, you know, Angie's, like, it's, and I'm using, you know, Renee's pencil stand, and I get all thankful. Yeah, no. I will, yeah, they do have some nice colours. I will, yes, Heather, I totally agree there. They definitely have a nice colour range. I don't know. I'm just like, I don't want to work hard. Have you not figured that about my colouring style? I'm just like, I just want to slap it on the page and hope for the best. That's my jam. Yeah. That's my jam, man. And when you got the right paper and you can use your finger as a smudgy tool, it's like, ha. All right, there we go. How do you reckon ice sheeting's looking? Hey, Jimmy. Is it looking all right? Looking icy? Oh yeah, I haven't been on since the new year. Happy New Year, everyone. Gosh. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, there you go, Heather. Now you know what you're using next. All right. Okay. So while I've got the pencils out for the ice, I'm going to do his eyeballs because I'll bring that color into here so that we've got some continuation across the page. So let's go in with sharpening it because he's only got little eyeballs. Yeah. See, whereas I'm having, 30-degree weather here, Celsius, it's all just melted. I have lots of melted water out there and brown. Lots of stuff falling from the sky too. Yeah, I'm going to come in with black and do his, actually I'm going to come in with ocean blue because that'll go underneath the black. Ocean blue dark and do his pupils. And I might have to turn it just the way my light is. I'm finding it hard to see the smallness because of the glare. Right. Okay. Back to light aqua. We'll come in with that ocean blue again. Della, g'day. Oh my God, Heather, no. Like yes, but no. Oh my gosh, no. But it would be awesome too. Now he's looking like the devil. It's like, wow. All right. Okay, let's come in with the turquoise. And then the ice blue. Yeah, no. Yeah, at -30, I think the wind chill factor would like, it was bad enough doing it in the snow and it wasn't below 0. No. It could be very deadly. I'm like, no, I don't think even I'm that insane. And I'm pretty insane. All right, let's go get oh my gosh. Oh, hopefully they'll look better, but thank you, Heather. All right, so I'm coming in with Luminance 02 Silver Grey. But yeah, I needed to get the ice done so we could work on him. That was I was like, I wanted to get the background done. Right, we got that one. Whatever that one was, Silver Grey. Let's come in with Luminance 4 Steel Grey. Hello, Courtney. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the crazy. Oh, is it nearly half time? It is nearly half time. I'll have to show you some photos of my house. What do I want? Look at that one. Halftime, switch sides. What am I doing? That is the question of the day. I never know. All right. So this is Luminance 495 Slate Grey. All right. Back in with the steel grey. And then some silver grey. All right, let's put him aside. Let's have a drink and I'll show you some pictures. All right. Oakley dokley, that's my kitchen. So if I zoom in on the tiles, look at them. They are like, I love them so much. They are brilliant. And look, the kitchen's air conditioned. It's that big that it's air conditioned. And like it's got tiles on the bench. It's like, so cool. But yeah, so that's like the size of it. And obviously we gotta increase it. But yeah, so that's it from the other direction. But like the tiles are the bomb. Look at them. It's so cool. So retro, it's cool. All right. Yeah, that's more from the kitchen. Still more kitchen because it goes around the corner as well. That's the little mud room. More kitchen. More kitchen. We will get out of the kitchen eventually. Like, look at that hutch. It's like, I sent George to take some photos. So look at it. It's so cool. All right. That's the dining room. With a tapestry in the back. It's kind of cool. I'm like, you can leave the tapestry there too. Look at the carpets, however, not so good. Like, I'm all for a bit of retro, but the carpets, no. And then, so we're getting into where the archway is here. Yeah, so they're 12-foot high ceilings. There you go. There's the archway between the dining room and the lounge room. I love her. She's so cool. Oh my gosh, I'm in the background. God, I need to leave some. Oh no, that's the building inspector. I was like, man, my belly's sticking out. No, it was the building inspector. Now the bathroom. Oh no, the hardwoods are Fraser Island hardwoods. They are the premium hardwoods. They are going to be glorious when they're done up. Like that was one of the and they're in perfect nick. But it's going to take a bit of effort because they glued the carpet on, so it's not an easy job. And then look at the 80s shower. Oh my God, that's got to go eventually because no, the bathroom is like this tiny pokey little thing. It's horrible. But yeah, so then we get into, this is going to be my space, my art space. So look how long and bright she is. So, so I've got louvers all down the side. Look at that space. So that will be all my space. And then Angie's space at the moment's right there. So it'll come right in. So it'll link up with the doors. That's Angie's space for now. That'll be like probably where her art and craft stuff is. And then over into here, make probably into a little bed retreat for Angie. Look at the organ. Oh my God, look at that. Apparently they don't think it works, but I'm like, okay. Now, the carpet here is so retro and so good nick that it's going to be the last thing I rip up because I actually don't hate it. Yeah. So that's what that is going to be, Courtney. So this will be all of my art, craft, everything space, all of that. Look at the light in there. Sorry, I'm out of screen. So yeah, so all of that will be incorporated into my space. You know. And then this is the master bedroom. So it's got a bay window at the front. And look at the retro dressing table. I'm like, oh, like we need to. Yeah, I probably will if we can say it. It's not the carpet that's glued down; it's the underlay. So, but yeah, the carpet's actually really cool. Yeah. So sorry, where was I? So that's the bay. So bay window, and then obviously all the way back. That's like an antique double bed, which we'll put in George's room, so she can have that. And then yeah, out into the lounge room. So that's what the living room looks like. And that's that out there is out into my space. So you can see how much light she gets. It's called a sunroom in Australia. And then downstairs is fully cemented and enclosed. So just a huge amount of storage space downstairs. But that's what I talk about when they're up on stumps. It's like massive. And then it's got a little workshop, and like I'm like that stand and hooks and stuff needs to get restored and come back upstairs. So do those drawers. Like there's some awesome pieces in that house. But yeah, that's my house. Bit of an idea. It's like, hello. All right, going to come in with a bit of burnt sienna 50. Then a bit of sienna. Oh, there's so much room to sleep there, and there's plenty. I've got a super long driveway that will suit your camper vans. We call them caravans, but there's so much room. All right, so this is burnt sienna 10. Now I'm going to come back in with slate grey. Yeah, I've lived on main roads before. I just learned to switch off. I'm a teacher. I learned to switch off to any noise. Have you met teenagers? Yeah. All right. Back in with that ocean blue. Turquoise. Light aqua. Arctic. Sorry, I'm concentrating a little bit at the moment. Small areas. All right. Going to come in with a slate grey. All right. Black. I will look up a chat in a sec. Sorry. And soft white. All right. So that will do at the moment, so he doesn't look completely dead. Right. Yeah, I am. You can actually, well, if it floods, the river will come up. I'll be able to see it. No problems from where I'll be, but I'm not overlooking it. No. The river's probably 800 meters away, and it's down to the park and the theatre, like down 800-meter walk down the road to the park and the theatre. Yeah, so all right. So there we go. So we've got some eyeballsies here. So hopefully he looks not so thing. All right, let's get started. Do we want to do skin or hair? Let me know. Are we skinning or hairing? Well, I put these pencils back. Oh, and drop them. It totally didn't drop the pencils. Didn't drop the Lumis. Ah, I put the black in the wrong spot. That's why it wasn't going back in. All right. Okay, have we decided? What am I doing? No one's told. Skin, hair. I've only got 1, 2. Yeah, yes, we do have a boat, so water is not a problem. Yeah. Obviously, but I've only got an hour left. I'm just talking about today. Oh, it's it's always good. Yeah, try having a major river that likes to do that. So much fun. No. I am, yeah. Yep, we're still kind of even. All right, excellent. Good. All right. Okay. Where did I put it? When I'm trying to find my pencils. Where did I put them? Hello, dear. How are you? Oh, because I'm in the wrong thing. I'm in my Lightfast. And I'm like, why can't I find Dark Flesh? Because I need to be in my Lumis. She first. Oh. I hope it all works out, yeah. And I hope there's not too much damage. Floodwood is always horrible. All right. Okay, so I'm going to come in with Dark Flesh 5. Yeah, I think sorry, Angie, I said it wrong. Dark flesh 5%. It's number 741. Doing the typical I'm not going to finish my words thing. Dum 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 dum. You said both. I don't know. It's like round and round the garden at the moment. Round and round the garden like a teddy bear. One step, two step, everywhere. So yeah, so I've got to set it all up again. Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah, so I got to set everything up again, and so yeah, so I'm here for the next few weeks. Hopefully, I'll have time to, I'll be popping in as I have been recently, very sporadically. When I can, I will stream, and when I can't, I won't. Basically, it's kind of how it goes, I guess. Because I start back at work this week too. The kids go back the week after, but yeah, I start back this week. So it's like joys. But yes. All right, so that's Dark Flesh 5. Yeah, well, we'll still organise it. Like, I'm pretty much on vacation for the next week, Renee. Just organise it with me. I'm back at work Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, my time, but work around that. Like, it's only, not kid work. So I was hoping we'd get one in too. So just organise it with me. All right, Dark Flesh 40. We'll have to start, think of a day and time. I'm happy to get up early too. We could even make like next Sunday or your Saturday a joint one. Then we'll have to figure out what we're going to do. Yeah, all that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'll do that. You could start later, I'll start earlier. We could do a, like, maybe a 3-hour or something. Kind of in between both. I don't know, something like that. Kind of works. Have a bit of fun. Yeah, that's going to be the thing too. I'm just going to get rid of the ones that I know I won't color in, that like we all do at the start of the journey, and we buy every coloring book known to man. And then we go, wait up, that's just not my jam. Yeah. Not my jam. Oh, they're looking orange at the moment. Yeah, and that's kind of it. Yeah, I know I'm not going to color in them. So I probably donate them to like a childcare centre or something, or a school. I'll think of something. All right. Now I need something. What color do I need? I need a color. Color is what I need. Yeah. That's good. Yep. That's what sometimes you need. It's like, probably just drop them up and be like, hello, here you go. Yeah, the ones I'm going to get rid of are the ones that would go good in a primary school. And kind of go there. All right, I'm coming in with Mars Violet. But we've all kind of been there where we've kind of grabbed them, and yeah, and that's it, all the PDFs. Oh my God, yes, the PDFs. I'd hate to print them all out. Mind you, my new room's going to be huge. And I'll still fill it. But they're gonna be huge. And light. It's going to be weird having so much light. I'm going to have to change all my light settings and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, yes, Angie, you and PDS. Yes, you're way worse than me. I will admit that. Yes. Oh, I'm putting the other copy beside me because I'm like, I need to see where I want to put some things. So put some colors. Come in handy printing it out twice. One day. Yeah, Andy's going to be not happy because her room's like, because it's a sunroom, it's like one of the brightest rooms in the house, and she likes to live in a deep dark den. And be like, welcome to the light, Angie. And she'll be like, that's what blockout curtains are for. Yeah. All right, what else going on? Chat, slow down. What else can we talk about? Oh, fishing. Oh my God, fishing. So, Christmas. What did one get for Christmas? I got a pink fishing rod, crab pots, fishing shirt and hat and all this stuff. And I'm like, oakley dokley. That's where we're at. I got fishing gear. But yeah, so we went out camping, and I must admit it was fantastic. I'm actually surprised how much I enjoyed it. It was great. We caught probably, I worked it out, something like 3 dozen mud crabs, and oh my gosh, I was like, I can't do crab anymore. And you know, first world problem in the fact that I had too much crab that goes for, something like $90 a kilo, $60 a kilo. And I'm like, too much. No more crab. But there's still heaps of it in the freezer, Angie, that I've got to get through in the next month because it won't travel well. So there'll be lots of crab getting eaten in the next few weeks. And we gave it to friends and family and all of that kind of stuff. It was like, oh. So everyone had crab overload for Christmas. Like everywhere we went, we took krabbe. And at one stage, we had so many that they were more than what we could legally take. So we were putting ones back. It was like, well, we can't have them, so we'll just put them back. But we could pick and choose then. It was like, oh, well, we'll swap this one with this one. Oh, yeah. I know, fishing tackle. That's what I got. Yeah, we've had like, it'd be good to have a different kind of chili crab because I've cooked my version of chili crab. Steve has cooked his version of it. So it'd be awesome to have a different version. I'd love that. That'd be great. Hey, too much crap. Yeah, I know. I know. That's what I mean. Like such a first world problem there. I've got too much food and too much, seafood. I know. It's all right. Like we were just coming back to camp and be like, listen, we can't eat all of this while we're out here. Here, guys. But next door I'd say, yeah, we didn't have much luck. Oh, here, have a couple of hours. I'm like, okay. Oh. All right. Yeah, I made what have I made? I've made crab omelette, crab pasta. Oh, I don't know. I forget now. There was lots of different varieties. Creamy garlic crab sauce for oversteak. All right, dark flesh. So this is 748 of the Lumis. Yes, I know. It's tough. Tough. I love. You see, I'd rather a mud crab over a lobster. Actually, I'd rather a Moreton Bay bug over any. That's my favourite. Oh, but to top it off, we were also having oysters that had been shucked right off the mangroves, like straight there, just like a bucket full of oysters. Yeah, just sort of say that too. It was like that was nice. It was like, yay, a meal. It's a change of not crab. So we had oysters instead. And you just sit there and go, oh my gosh, like seriously? And then I'm like, making oysters kill Patrick over the fire. I'm like, yeah, life is hard. Life be tough. I've got to take Georgia to work in a moment. So if I'm not there straight up, Renee, I might be able to come in to begin with. Then I've got to take Georgia to work and stuff. Depends if are you coming straight on after me or what's happening. Yeah. No, Moreton Bay bug. Once you've had a Moreton Bay bug, you would never get back to lobster. They're just smaller and got more flavour packed into them, I think. That's just my personal. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to say no to lobster either. Like, no way. Yeah. Okay. That's good. It's actually at a time when I'm human. And you can distract me from the reality that I need to pack. Yay. Packing, so much fun. But I scored on the boxes. I was one Marketplace game, man, Marketplace. And someone had just moved and had all of their boxes and papers and stuff, and they were getting rid of them. They were selling them, and I offered them half of what they were asking. And they said, yeah, just make sure you take everything and all the papers. It took me 2 trips in my car, and the pile of boxes is higher than me, like flattened out. So we don't have to worry about boxes or paper to wrap anything because I have got so much. And then went to the local station thing because I wanted to get some labels to put on the boxes so we knew where they're going. And it was like trying to find them, and went to the hardware store and then went to the stationery store, and then ended up finding they were on clearance. So I got them like super cheap too. And I was like, okay. So that was pretty good, a pretty good find. He just looks like he's gonna eat he's like looking cranky at this point. I promise hopefully it'll look better in the next thing. Slipper lobsters. I've never heard of a slipper lobster. Yes, you are coming north to my area. If you don't, I'm like going to be spewing. We've already discussed camper trailer fits perfectly, and I live in paradise. You know, whales, you name it, kangaroos. I am very, very blessed. Although I had a friend around the other day, and she lives just out of town a bit in a seaside kind of offset little town thing, and she's telling me that apparently one of the neighbours was in his shed, and one of the kangaroo does, not even the buck, come in and just started attacking him and had him out on the floor. And I'm like, no, I said, if I tell that to my overseas people that even the kangaroos will attack you, I said they already think that Australia is just full of everything that's going to kill you and eat you. All right. I need a grey. What grey do I want? The decisions are real. Let's come in with pains. Oh, 5 minutes drive, just over the river. I don't live in a huge city, so nothing's too far away. All right, Payne's Grey, which he is 508. Yeah, no, not too far away from anything. And honestly, we're going into it'll be a different lifestyle again, going back into the center of town. Like because I'm really in more of a big town than a city. That's the way I look at it. Even though it's classified as a city, it's just a big town. It's got about 35,000 people, so it's not huge. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, nice. Too much coffee. Oh yeah, I get that feeling. All right. Mine's always too much Pepsi, but same diff. My watch is like, you need to stand up. And I'm like, I know, I've been sitting for a while now. You're like, it just makes you look like you're gonna get, I don't know, in trouble here. He's not gonna be friendly. He's like, I'm gonna whip your ass. Whoop it. The birds are like, hello, don't forget me. Like, woohoo. Can you hear them? Really? That's awesome. J-Man had to, he nearly stood on a red belly the other day at work. He was whippersnippering and looked down and went, oh, that's not a legless lizard. Yeah, no, perhaps not. Alrighty. Back in with Mars. I'm just gonna smoosh that out a little bit. probably will leave it here, I think, because Renee's going to come back on now that she's got lights back up, or lights, camera, action ready to go. Yeah, I know the birds are good. The butcher bird, yeah, but they're so lovely. And the problem is that everyone thinks they're magpies, and they're not. They're very different to magpies. But then I like magpies too. It's like I just want to keep going, and it's really annoying because I'm like, I just want to finish the skin, but I don't have enough time to finish the skin. He's going to take a bit of love. But he's coming together. He's looking manly. Yum, yum. All right. I am going to leave it there. You can kind of see where he's at. I'll zoom out a little bit. Not that you're missing anything that I've done. I've kind of hung out in the same area. So there you go. There's a little bit of him kind of jazzed out a little bit. So you've got a little bit more of a idea of what he's looking like. But yeah, so we will come back and work on this. Maybe not next week, because I might be doing a joint stream with Renee, but maybe the week after. I think could be a possibility. So I've just got to remember, dark flesh is in pain. Oh, dark flesh and pain. Okay, that's what I've been using. All right. Sometimes I worry about myself. Thank you very much for joining me, and we will continue on we can play with our whips. Yeah, so I can just keep working on this one. And we'll whip it. Oh, now, see, this is what happens. You mentioned whips, and anyway. Whips, dark flesh and pain. Let's just leave it on there. Okay, thank you everyone for joining. Appreciate it all. Have a great week, and I might see some of you soon in Renee's, because she's going to continue on after me. All right, take care everyone. Bye.